have a clear career vision for yourself? Do you know where you want to be in your career 10 years from now? How about 3 years from now? How about next year? Do you have any vision at all? Hello everyone, I am SHOHREH GHORBANI. I'm the founder and director of Project Control Academy. Today in this session, I would like to discuss about the importance of having a clear written career statement, career vision and mission statement. And I know when I'm talking about the vision or mission statement, it automatically goes most of us to that nicely framed vision statement in the corporations that we were employed at, or mission statement. If I recall those correctly, I just remember something really nicely framed that included a lot of buzzword. It was just posted somewhere in the corporate organization and nobody could relate to. I'm not talking about those mission and vision statements. I'm not talking about something that has no meaning to you. I'm talking about writing and resonating with what you have written as your career vision, as your mission statement. And the reason I'm emphasizing on that is based on the lessons I have learned throughout my career. For example, in one of my corporate employment, I remember the day that I was hired. I was so grateful for the opportunity that they gave me. I was a strategic hire. They didn't have any opening, but they really wanted me to be in that organization. So I was so grateful. Before even getting into the doors of that organization, I sat by myself and said, okay, what do you want to do for this organization? They trusted you, they believed in you, so what do you want to do in return? And I wrote that down, and the statement I written was, I would like to add value to this organization and be an instrument of change. And the day that I started my work in that company, I printed that in a nice little sheet of paper and posted that on a wall close to my computer monitor. So every day that I was stepping into my office, the first thing that I noticed, as soon as I turned on my computer, I saw that note. You are here to add value and be an instrument of change. So that was a very good daily reminder for me to keep me on track and not let the challenges of the work to make me off track of what I have envisioned throughout my employment in that company. And that really helped me to really be on the spot on what I really envisioned for that organization. And when it comes to other things, I really encourage you to, especially in your career, I have seen many people who don't have a clear written vision statement for their career. They really don't know where they want to be in 10 years. They don't know even where they want to be in 1 year from now. Most of us are so busy getting into our daily routine and daily tasks that we don't set a time in quiet and set some goals and some vision for our life, for our career. Most of your life are spent in your career. So why not designing the career the way that you want? Why not having a vision statement that you can resonate with and something that fires you up every morning to go to work? And believe me, based on my study of the most successful people on the planet, people such as Anthony Robbins, Brendon Burchard, Darren Hardy, you just name it, most of the people who you see their picture on the Success magazine or they are known as the most successful people, what I have noticed, they all have one thing in common. And that one thing is they have a very crystal clear vision. That not only they have it written down, but they revisit that on a frequent basis. They check it on a weekly or even daily basis. And I knew about it, but when it came to my own business, when I started Project Control Academy, for example, I knew what I wanted to do. I had a vision, but I didn't write that down. And when I was facing challenges in my career path, It was so easy for me to give up if I didn't have a great support, who is my husband, always supported me on this journey, and he is also a best-selling author and coach as well. So he really coached me on the way. And I remember early on he told me, "Shohreh, you know what? The reason you are frustrated is you don't have a clear vision." And I got upset with that statement. I said, "Come on, I know what I want to do. I have this vision and this and that." He said, "No, I'm telling you, you are not clear, completely clear on exactly what your vision is for this business." And he was right. You know, when I was doing this, with any other business, the same, you face a lot of challenges, a lot of obstacles. And if you don't have a clear vision, things can make you off track very quickly. And I was even at a point that I wanted to quit because it was a lot of challenges on the way. But I remember a couple of years ago, I attended a seminar by Josh Turner, and he kind of pulled out a piece of paper, a small piece of paper, and he said, "That's my vision statement. I always have it in my pocket, and every day I look at it. Do you have one?" And kind of it struck me. No, I don't have that. I don't even look at it. It just, everything is in my head. And then he guided us through a process to write that down. And after the seminar, the first thing that I did was write that down, write that vision statement for my career, for the business down. And here is kind of what I did. So that's, I'm not sure if you can see that or not, but that's a 10-year vision for this company. And then every year it's going to be a 1-year vision, and on that 10-year vision I also have 3-year picture where I want to be as well. And the moment I put that in writing, the moment I wrote down my core values, my 10-year target and different strategies that I had in place, that I want to have in place, believe me, miracles started to happen. All of a sudden, I felt a big fire inside of me. And every time, believe me, it's just like magic papers to me. Every time I look at this, it's just like a burning fire inside me that reminds me of my 10-year vision and what I'm planning to do. So I'm talking about writing such a vision statement for yourself, something that fires you up every morning. Something that when you revisit that, it just makes you fill you with excitement and energy, something that you want to pursue every day. So no matter what obstacles come on your way, you want to move ahead. So yes, my husband was right. I didn't have that clarity, but now that I have that clarity, when opportunities come on my way, I know if that's in support of that vision or not supporting that vision. So that made me make more clear decisions on my path. And interestingly, the right people started to show, because you know, when your mind is focused on exactly what you want to do in 10 years, I'm talking about long-term, having a vision, then things start to happen. The universe will support you. Believe it or not, I didn't believe in those things, but now I see that in practice after studying all the high performance and the most successful people on the planet. I see those things really make sense, and that thing, they are working. So I urge you to really take time, let's say this weekend, don't delay it. Take time in silence, and it doesn't take that long, maybe 1 to 2 hours of your time maximum. And draft your career. Think of what you want to do 10 years from now. Where do you want to be in 10 years? What skills you want to learn? What lives you want to impact? So make sure that you write that down. Don't leave everything in your head, because when it's in your head, nothing is going to accomplish. But the moment that you put whatever is in your head on the paper, then magic starts to happen. So that's really my challenge to you today, to have a clear vision for your career and know exactly where you want to be in 10 years, where you want to be in 3 years, and where you want to be next year. And revisit that on a frequent basis. For me, every Sunday I check this piece of papers that I have, I read through them. Not only I get energized, but I also reevaluate where I am, especially for my 1-year goal. Am I getting close or not? Where do I need to focus on to get there? So that's what I recommend you to do. And if you're in project controls, we have already developed a course that helps you to craft your career. The course called Project Control Career Success Roadmap, where I walk you over different roles that you can play in project controls, the skills that you need to acquire in each role, and kind of drafting a career roadmap for yourself and where you want to be. So if you're interested, check that out. You can go to projectcontrolacademy.com and check the tab trainings, and you can locate Project Control Success Roadmap training there if you're interested. And if not, if you're in any other career, I really urge you to take time, sit down and write down your goals, write down your vision, and don't worry about how you're going to achieve them. Just think about what you want to do, where you want to be in 10 years. And the how, you will formulate the how throughout the process. So don't worry about knowing exactly step by step how you want to do that and how you want to achieve that. Just think about what you want to do and where you want to be, and craft a career goal that deserve you and you want to pursue. So that's my challenge for you. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Until next time that we talk, live your life to the fullest and design a career that encourages you and cultivate the best in you. Talk to you soon.